Yeah. Wednesday. Remember I told y'all yesterday that I was going to compare yesterday to Tuesday's gorgeous morning. So it is Wednesday morning. It is September the, I don't know, let's see, 11th. It's September 11th. And I will tell you this, ladies and gents and lates, that it is not a wonderful morning like it was yesterday. It's a good morning, I guess. Normal morning. But man, legs looking good, helicopter's looking good, everything's looking good. Boy, tell you a story. Here's a quick story for you. And maybe this story can help people relate about what happened to me a while back doing a junk removal service, and I've never had this problem again. I learned from my mistakes and I never did it again. So it was about 10 years ago. This happened about 10 years ago. Of course, my name is Ricardo. I've been doing junk removal for over 17 years. This will be a short version video. I have a very busy day today. Here we go. So about 10 years ago, God, no, it's been more than that. Maybe 13 years ago, I was young in this business. I think I had been doing this business 4 to 5 years. I landed one of the biggest jobs I had ever landed, ever. Okay? It was going to be a $17,000 clean out of a commercial business, okay? It was a huge job. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Wally. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, HD. Good morning. Well, I can't see Cisco. What up? Got to see ya. All right, so about maybe 12, 13 years ago, I landed this big old job, and I was kind of hyped up. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna knock this bitch out. So I had underestimated, was removing these office cubicles, these office desks. It was a lot of little things, okay? And I decided I wasn't being cheap. I was not being cheap. I wanted to do this job and I wanted to get it done quick. So then, this is when I owned all my trailers and my trucks. So I go off, I get 3 of my trucks, 3 of my trailers that were connected. They were enclosed trailers at the time. And I got my boys, my full-time employees. I got 4 of them. So I had 3 full-times, including myself. That's 4 of us at a job site. This job had consisted of going upstairs, removing chairs, taking off cubicles. And, it was a lot of work. And I figured this job would last us all day. So we'd start early in the morning at 8 a.m. and we completed about 5 or 6. I was going to pay out my employees about $150 a day. It was going to be a good job. And that was a lot of money back then. That was a lot of money about, 13, 15 years ago, whatever. So we started the job off on a Monday. I remember that because it was coming off a Sunday and I had to wake up early and go dump. It was like 6 a.m. Anyway, so we get to this job site and we show up, and it was in Dallas. I remember that. It was in the Oak Lawn area uptown. And we start doing the job and everything's going good. Everything is going good. We're moving. I remember Johnny loading up his trailer and he left. And we're like, okay, he came back. And I'm like, okay, man. At this point, I didn't know how many trailer loads it was going to be. And I didn't know the extent of the job. I underestimated. I wasn't being efficient. And here's one thing that happened during this execution of this job. Now, I was going to make a lot of money. Yes, I was going to make a lot of money. But the phone kept on ringing. Yep. The phone kept on ringing. And I kept on pushing these jobs off till the next day. So I booked everything for Tuesday. I said, Monday, I'm busy. I can't do same day. And a lot of my customers expected me to do jobs the same day. And I told them I couldn't do it. I'm going to push it to the next day. And they're like, okay, understandable. And that was cool. The problem was the inefficiency of not my guys. We were working hard, but it was my error that I did the job improperly wrong. What I should have done is not use my trailers at all. We were doing so much, so many trailers. I think that day we did like 9 trailers. I only had brought 3. But if we had got 2 40-yard dumpsters, the job would have been completed that day. As we're working, I start realizing, oh my God, we're moving way too slow. And I start going crazy. I'm like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? Who do I call? I started calling my best friends. Hey, dude, can you show up? So out of like the 8 best friends that I had, one of them shows up. And we were being a little faster, but it wasn't it wasn't going to change the world, right? It wasn't going to change the outcome of the job. So then I go down to maintenance and I talk to them and I say, listen, this job, we're not going to be done today. We're going to have to take it till the next day. And they were like, well, you guaranteed it today, you know. Okay, we'll see if we can get maintenance out here on Tuesday to open the building again. And I'm like, damn, dude, this sucks, man, because I'm good at this, right? I'm thinking in my head, I'm good at this, but in reality, I had messed up. I'd messed up how long this job was going to take us. So here's what happened. I pushed the job till Tuesday. So then I had all these jobs lined up in the morning Tuesday. I start picking and I start telling those people, hey, I'm not going to be able to get there. Can we? The inefficiency that I was doing, oh, it was horrible. So I was missing out on revenue that I was used to doing, what my bread and butter of my business was. What the building of my business was, I'm neglecting it now. And I remember saying to myself, geez, dude, I missed so many jobs. Then, as I'm doing these, you know, while I'm working at the office, my phone keeps on ringing. And not only are people wanting small jobs to get done, but they don't want me to push them till Wednesday. So it's Monday still. I'm still at this office building. And now I'm telling people I could be there Wednesday. You know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad. I just finished up it was bad. And it was so disruptive to my business because it was a time where my business was on all cylinders and we were really, really busy. We were so busy. I mean, we were averaging, you know, 10 jobs daily, 9 jobs daily, 8 jobs daily. Forget about the 2 or 3 we're doing right now. No, this was huge. So the $17,000 job had crippled my business because of the time that it took. The time. Good morning. And it was the inefficiency. If I had really taken my time to get these 40-yard dumpsters, I don't know if it was the learning, the education in this job, not knowing how to do this job properly, if that was the problem that I had that day, or it was just me being a cheapskate and not wanting to get 40-yard dumpsters and hire 10 guys instead. We go to this job site, we have like 5 guys, 4 of us to start off, get another 5. If we had got 5 other guys, it would have been done that day. To make things work, one of the trailers that we took out, the axle broke on it. We left it on the side of the highway, unloaded. We left it there. We came back at the end of the day to pick it up. So I didn't get to actually get home until 10 o'clock that night, I remember. Then the next morning, we're back out there again with 3 more trailers. I had to get another trailer. And it was so inefficient for me. I will tell you this. It was one of the worst jobs I have ever done. I got paid good for it. But the revenue from my other jobs crippled me. It crippled my business so bad. Okay, so just to let you know, the Monday job, it was $17,000. Didn't get done until Tuesday night, like at 6 p.m. the next day. All the jobs that were scheduled for Tuesday, well, they got pushed to Wednesday. Wednesday's jobs got pushed to Thursday. Thursday's job to Friday. It was a mess. And the reputation, because I got this big old job, the reputation was bad. People canceled on me. Oh, no thanks, I'll find someone else. Oh, no thanks, I'll find someone else. Hey, forget it, you know, thanks a lot, but don't worry about it. I'll find someone else. And I was just like, damn. Now we've hired another company instead. Thanks, no thanks. And the revenue had just shrunken so fast. It was bad. All I could tell you, it was one of the worst decisions I had made because I had underestimated the job. Not the price. The price was fine. But I had underestimated the scope of the job, how big this job was. Yeah. Anyway, so last night we did have our mastermind. And I don't know what happened. I couldn't record it. I couldn't put it online. I have no idea what happened to it last night. So we just did the mastermind. I did not record it. I'm going to look into that. But that's a good question. What happened on mastermind last night? It was a great mastermind. We were arguing last night. It was so good. Someone said it was the best mastermind we've had ever. I'm going to tell you is last night we got in a really good argument about a shed removal, how to remove a shed, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. Really, nobody. Oh, Alex, I couldn't get into the meeting. Something happened with the meeting last night. It was weird. Google wouldn't let me record it. Nobody was knocking at the door of the meeting last night. I couldn't let nobody in because there was nobody knocking. Usually I get a little knock on my end and nobody it was weird what happened. I don't know. I have to look into that, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Wally, I sent everybody. I don't know what happened to the meeting. It was acting weird. Well, I will tell you, I wasn't allowed to record it. So don't get discouraged from last night's meeting, guys. It was an error. I'm going to look into my computer tonight and see what happened with Google Meet and see if they're not sending out the invites, or did I send out the wrong invites? No, it's the same invites for last week. If you got it last week, you got it this week. But I did add Jeffrey to it last night, and then after that, it just went stupid. I couldn't get on it last night. I could not get on it last night. I had trouble. And then finally, when I get on it, I had nobody knocking at the door. Usually when I get online to these mastermind classes, I have people knocking at the door. And knocking at the door means I have to allow them in. I hear a knock on the door. I got the invite on email. That's weird. The time couldn't get in the meeting. What happened? Nick was hilarious last night. It was good last night. Anyway, it was a good discussion last night. Anyway, so what I do want to say is we had a good meeting. Don't get discouraged by it, guys. I'll do it next Tuesday. I do it every Tuesday night. It was a great one. We'll have a great one next week after that too. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to head out, guys. Today's subject was how inefficient I was at a big job and the revenue I lost because of small jobs. You know what I mean? You're going to message me. Okay, sounds good, brother. Sounds good. All right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my next video. Bye-bye. I have a nice job today, by the way. Bye-bye.